I'm Daniel Lopez, Waco ISD's Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources. We want to thank you for attending today's events, where Waco ISD proudly celebrates its single greatest asset, and that is our teachers here today. So give them another round of applause. And as we get ready to celebrate these wonderful people, we'd like them all to stand. So if you're an outstanding teacher, please stand. Dr. Kincannon, members of the board, it is my distinct honor to present to you our 2022-23 Waco ISD Outstanding Teachers of the Year. Thank you. You may be seated. There are many people responsible for today's celebration. I want to take some time to recognize just a few of them individually. I want to thank the entire Human Resources team for being such gracious hosts and helping us put this together. So thank you so much to the HR team. A special thank you is extended to the Waco High School Scarlet Line for serving as ushers today. They're in the back. Thank you very much. And the beautiful music you've heard as you've entered the Great Hall this afternoon was provided by talented members of the Waco High Jazz Cats under the direction of Tyler Sage, and they're back there. It is now my pleasure to introduce Waco ISD's Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Susan Kincannon.
Well, good afternoon. How are you doing? Good. It's great to see everyone here today, and I want to welcome all of our special guests who are here to help us celebrate our incredible teachers who have been selected as Outstanding Teacher of the Year for each of their campuses. Yes, how about another round of applause for them? Thank you, Sharina. You're always helping me out there. I appreciate that. I'm going to start by introducing our board members this afternoon, and if you would stand while you're introduced. Board President, Mrs. Stephanie Cordeweg. Board Vice President, Mr. Jose Vidania. We also have with us Trustee Angelo Ochoa and Trustee Jonathan Grant. Thank you all for being here today. Also would like to recognize Dr. Robin McDurham, our Chief Executive Officer of Transformation Waco. Would you please stand? Thank you for coming. I want to talk a little bit about today about one of my favorite books. I have a lot of favorite books, but this is one of my favorite books. It's called Atlas of the Heart, and my principals might, they probably know what I'm going to say because I've been talking about it all year. I love it. I was driving home from Austin on Saturday, and I was listening to a local country musician's playlist on Apple Music, Wade Bowen, you guys might know him. And at the end of the playlist was one of my he was singing one of my favorite hymns called How Great Thou Art. And I listened to it over and over, and I was thinking about the meaning of it as I was driving home. And I thought about you guys, our teachers. And when I got home, I continued to think about that song, and I started looking up the meaning of that song. I was pretty sure that I knew the meaning of that song. I'd heard that song my whole life. But I took the time to look it up just to be sure. And the song was written to express the awe, the wonder, and the greatness of God. It's a song of appreciation and joy. And I want to share that with you today because that song captures what I think are my emotions around this profession and the great admiration and respect that I have for each of you and the work that you do. Had a special elementary teacher in my life, and she made a difference for me. Just like like all of you, I know, make a difference in the lives of your students. And I attribute that to the way that you make meaningful connections with your students. And that's the basis of everything we do, right? That's what it's all about. So I did read this book last summer, Atlas of the Heart by Brené Brown, and you might remember that I spoke a little bit about it at our back to school huddles in August. Brené researches, she's a researcher, she researches human emotions, and she has some 80-something emotions that she defines in this book, Atlas of the Heart. And what I really love about the book is the end of the book. So it's a pretty technical book and was a little hard to read all of it. I'm not a very emotional person anyway. Deeply I am, but surface level I'm not always. But at the end, she puts it all together in how you use all of that information to build meaningful connections with others. And that's the most powerful part of the book. So if you have the opportunity, I hope that you'll read it. My favorite chapter in the book is chapter 11. And what she's done in this book, if you were to look at the table of contents, right, teachers? You always want to look at the table of contents. But if you look at the table of contents, she's divided this book of emotions into 13 chapters. And each chapter is a cluster of emotions. Chapter 11 is my favorite, and it's called Places We Go When Life is Good, right? And isn't life good? Life is good today. And in this chapter, she discusses several emotions. She talks about joy, happiness, calm, contentment, gratitude, foreboding joy, relief, and tranquility. And that's where I like to live. How about you? Those are some great emotions, aren't they? So I want to talk about two of them today. My principals know which two they are. Joy and gratitude. Brené explains that joy comes from the Greek word, and I'll probably mess it up, hydro. Did I say that correctly? It's a Greek word. Researcher Ann Robertson explained that hydro is something that the ancient Greeks tell us that is found only in God, and it comes with virtue and wisdom. It isn't a beginner's virtue. It comes as a culmination. It is the good mood of the soul. And for this reason, Brené Brown says that she loves to think of joy as the good mood of the soul. I love that. She defines joy as an intense feeling of deep spiritual connection, of pleasure and appreciation. Gratitude, as she defines it, is an emotion that reflects our deepest appreciation for what we value, what brings meaning to our lives, and what makes us feel connected to ourselves and to others. Gratitude, according to Brené, is good for us. It's good for us physically, emotionally, and mentally. And research shows that it's correlated with better sleep, increased creativity, decreased entitlement, decreased hostility and aggression, increased decision-making skills, decreased blood pressure, and the list could go on. Researcher Robert Emmons says that gratitude makes us appreciate the value of something. And when we appreciate the value of something, we extract more benefits from it, and we are less likely to take it for granted. He goes on to say that gratitude allows us to participate in life. We notice the positives more. Instead of adapting to goodness, we celebrate goodness. So today, we celebrate and rejoice in you and all that you do for our kids. We stand in awe of you, and we appreciate you very much. And watching you do the work that I love so much and seeing you with our kids brings more joy than you could ever imagine. And I don't ever want to take that for granted. So thank you for being that shining example of goodness. I'm going to cry today. For our kids and for your peers, we're grateful for you. Thank you. I do have a copy of the book because I like to give away books too. So I'd like to give it maybe to the teacher who has the most experience in this group. So if you think that might be you, stand up and we'll see how many years of experience you have. Let's see if I can do this. Anybody over 20? There you go. I know there's at least one. All right, how many do you have? 40. Woo! Okay. How many do you have? 42? 32. Okay. And how about you? 33. All right, 40 wins. Congratulations. Thank you. Now, I'll bring you your book. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Stephanie Quarterwig, our board president. I'll bring it to you.
Look at that, hand delivered and everything. I just want to take just a moment before I move on to thank Dr. Kincannon. She has led this district, came in kind of on the tail end in September, led this district through COVID, made some very hard decisions, and has done it always with kids and teachers in mind. And I think she has helped to soften our culture and kind of what she said and bring that connection. So I just want to give her a round of applause for her leadership. Okay, good afternoon. My name is Stephanie Quarterwig. This is one of my favorite times of the year. I absolutely love it. And I think Dr. Kincannon kind of encapsulated it the best, because it is, when I walk in, there is such a deep sense of gratitude and joy. Because when I see you, I see our kids, and I see the stories that you guys bring of teaching our kiddos and being with our kiddos day in and day out. I think it is appropriate to celebrate each one of you and all of your wonderful accomplishments. And the truth of the matter is, you are here because you were nominated by your administrators and your peers. They saw qualities and characteristics, not only of great instruction and teaching, but way more than that, because we know education is not just about teaching, is it? More than likely, they saw characteristics that went way above. They saw how you motivated your students, or the small lessons that taught more than just the teaks, but helped students, helped them develop empathy and understanding. Maybe it was your compassionate leadership with each other and with your colleagues, or maybe it was all of that. I know that you're in this room because you're excellent educators, but I know that you go above and beyond just meeting the academic needs. But you meet the needs of the students that arise from serving all the kids in our community after a pandemic. So I want to thank you. From the bottom of my heart and from our board, I want to thank you for your service. Thank you for your labor of love. Thank you for your dedication to our students. And thank you for making our community a better place to live. I can't help, when I was reflecting on this, I couldn't help but think of a quote that came to mind, and it's a book from the prophet. The chapter title is A Full Life in the Emptiest of Places. And this is what it says. This is the kind of fast I'm after, to break the chains of injustice, to get rid of exploitation in the workplace, free the oppressed, and cancel debts. What I'm interested in seeing you do is sharing your food with the hungry, inviting the homeless, poor into your homes, putting clothes on the shivering ill-clad, being available to your own families. Do this and the lights will turn on, and your lives will turn around at once. Your righteousness will pave your way, and the glory and God of glory will secure your passage. When you pray, God will answer. When you call out for help, he'll say, "Here I am." If you get rid of unfair practices, quit blaming victims, quit gossiping about other people's sins, if you are generous with the hungry and start giving yourselves to the down and out, your lives will begin to glow in the darkness. Your shadow lives will be bathed in sunlight. I will always show you where to go. I will give you full life in the emptiest of places, firm muscles, strong bones. You will be like a well-watered garden, a gurgling spring that never runs dry. You will use the old rubble of past lives to build anew. Rebuild the foundations from out of your past. You will be known as those who can fix anything, restore old ruins, rebuild and renovate, make the community livable again. So I hope that you hear that that is who you are. Every person in here, that is what you do. You, through the small acts or the big acts, I know that each one of you, if a student was cold, would give them something to wear. I'm pretty sure you do that on a daily basis or help them with that, change the thermostat. And I just wanted to say thank you. I hope you feel celebrated. I hope you feel loved. I hope you feel encouraged and valued. And I pray, and my hope and desire for you is that this summer, you get lots of time with your family, you get lots of rest, and that really your muscles would be strengthened and your bones would be firmed up, and you would see that you are doing much more than educating our kids. You are rebuilding our community. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Madam President. So Dr. Concannon asked me, how many collective years do we have in this room of outstanding teachers? And we calculated, so in total, 274 years, and in Waco ISD, 218. So that's amazing. We would like to continue today's celebration with a few words of reflection from the 2021-22 District Teachers of the Year, Mr. Mark Dominguez from Lake Air Montessori, our outstanding District Teacher Elementary, and Mrs. Nora Burnham from Waco High School, our outstanding District Secondary Teacher of the Year. Mr. Dominguez could not be here today, so he asked me if I would read his words for him, and I will do my best. When he says, I was selected as the district's outstanding elementary teacher of the year, I have to admit it was not anything I had anticipated, but it was truly a rewarding experience. The moment the award was the moment the award was accepted, I challenged myself to continue to improve as a teacher and leader on my campus. There are so many great teachers in Waco ISD, and I tried to the best of my ability to portray what a district teacher of the year should be. As I reflect on the school year, I can say being selected by my peers gave me the confidence and opportunity to make more of a difference. With that increased confidence, I have taken more of a role within my grade level, have been more vocal on topics, and tried different teaching techniques in the classroom without fear of failure. I want to congratulate everyone that has been nominated this year on a successful year. If there is any piece of advice I would give to this year's Elementary District Teacher of the Year, it would be to continue to challenge yourself, remember each second counts, and continue to build those great relationships with your students, because in the end, that's what teaching is all about. Congratulations on each of you for being named Teacher of the Year.
Hello. It seems like yesterday that my students told this audience what a good teacher meant to them and congratulated me on being selected as District Secondary Teacher of the Year. I think over the course of this year, I've watched this video more than a dozen times, and their words have kept me humbled, encouraged, and grateful for the opportunity to serve the students and families of Waco ISD. Now, when first asked to offer words of reflection for today's program, my students had just finished watching a video clip from the musical Hamilton, and the song's lyrics had been kind of floating in my ear like an earworm, and one immediately stood out to me. It was, look around, how lucky we are to be alive right now. History is happening, and we happen to live in the greatest city in the world. I can think of nothing more appropriate in my reflection of the past school year. Look around at all of the progress our district is making, from creating new schools to creating book vending machines that will foster a love of reading in our students. Look around at how lucky we are to have survived the past few years when so many family members, community members, and colleagues are not with us anymore. Look around at how lucky we are as teachers to come out after what seemed like insurmountable odds during COVID-19 to continue to protect and serve the students of Waco ISD. History is indeed happening every day, and I truly believe we live in one of the greatest cities and school districts in Central Texas. Congratulations to each of you for being named Outstanding Teacher of the Year.
We would like to express appreciation to those in the community who are contributing to our district's Outstanding Teachers of the Year. Sturdy Steel will present a $1,000 award to the District Elementary Teacher of the Year at a later date. Richard Carr of Richard Carr Motors will present a $1,000 award to the district's Secondary Teacher of the Year at a later date. This award is given in loving memory of Mr. Gordon Roundtree. At this time, we will begin our celebration. Are you ready? We're ready to celebrate you. Teachers, as we recognize each of you, Dr. Kincannon will present your Outstanding Teacher Award, and a picture will be taken with the superintendent and the board members present. You will then walk to the backdrop and take a picture with your principal. Ms. Zavala is going to start getting our members to line up, and we will have a video recognition from our elementary students.
A great teacher is someone that helps you get good scores on your test and help you pass. And that they're caring, loving, and always in a good mood for you.
They treat you with respect and kindness. They're always positive and thoughtful.
A teacher that is serious, but at the same time they're playful with their seriousness.
My music teacher inspires me to be a music teacher. I'm really smart because of you.
I want to be a teacher when I grow up because I love the way the teachers here make me feel.
My teachers make me feel like I belong in class. Thank you for listening, giving me confidence, for believing in me, for supporting us, having patience with me, like not getting stressed out.
Thank you for teaching me reading and social studies.
Thank you for teaching me mathematics.
Thank you for helping me advance to the next grade level.
Thank you for working here and being a good teacher.
Thank you for teaching me everything I know now, and I learned a lot because of you.
This time we will begin the ceremony. Alta Vista Principal Lindsay Helton.
Alta Vista Elementary is honored to recognize kindergarten teacher Kaylee Arthur as our Outstanding Teacher of the Year. Ms. Arthur started working at Alta Vista many years ago as a paraprofessional aide, finished her degree, and then became a teacher. Ms. Arthur has served the campus in many different capacities. During the past 2 years, she has represented teachers and given them a voice on our campus leadership team, where her feedback and input are highly valued. Teachers, families, and students all love working with Ms. Arthur. One teacher says, "All the students love to be in her presence. Her passion radiates throughout the school. She is a wonderful coworker and exemplifies what overcoming adversity looks like. I have seen her take a challenging class and continue to educate them and set them up for success." Many of Ms. Arthur's students have spent the past 2 years with her as she looped from pre-K to kindergarten. They describe her as fun, smart, loves coffee, a good hugger, and great fashion. Ms. Arthur, thank you for your time and dedication and for representing Alta Vista as our Outstanding Teacher of the Year.
Brook Avenue, Principal Lorena Ferrales.
It is with great pleasure that I highlight and celebrate Mr. Michael Eisenberg. He is our current music teacher at Brook Avenue Elementary and has served in that role for the last 3 years. Mr. Eisenberg is loved by all. He's loved by students, staff, and our parents. He is always looking to connect with students and make it fun and exciting in the classroom as well as after-school events. He organizes and directs our Brook Avenue Christmas program, makes sure our students attend the Choral Festival, mentors groups for UIL, where the students consistently bring back awards, and spearheaded our now annual talent show, which was an amazing success. He is the best MC I've met in my educational career, and he really knows how to hype up an audience and get the crowd moving. It is clear that he loves what he does and has a passion to share that love with others. It is a joy to have Mr. Eisenberg as part of our Brook Avenue family. We love you, Mr. Eisenberg.
Bells Hill, Principal Rebecca Meckel.
Clarissa Gallegos has taught at Bells Hill Elementary for 7 years. During this time, she served as a 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade bilingual teacher. Clarissa currently teaches 4th grade and was given the opportunity to teach the same students this year she taught in 2nd grade 2 years ago. This year, Clarissa serves as the grade level chair. She works hard to ensure her students and all students in 4th grade are successful. A parent recently shared, "Mrs. Gallegos has been so nice and always communicates with me in regards to my child's education. She always makes sure her students are growing and cared for. She is dedicated, passionate, and that makes me feel grateful to send my kids to school and have her as a teacher." We are so proud of you, Clarissa. You're a great representation of Bells Hill excellence.
Cedar Ridge, Principal Aaron Lange.
Miss Stephanie Yano is the kind of teacher that every principal would hire to fill their dream school. She's been at Cedar Ridge for 5 years and has worked with behavior and taught 2nd and 3rd grade. Miss Yano works to build strong bonds with her students and their families that last for years. Her classroom is always peaceful, loving, and well-planned. Every day, her students know what is expected of them, and they aim to reach the high goals that are set for them. In addition, Ms. Yano leads the 3rd grade team and helps her coworkers feel confident in their plans and feel supported. We are thrilled to honor Ms. Stephanie Yano as our Teacher of the Year for Cedar Ridge Elementary.
Crestview, Principal Samantha Crater.
All right. Ruby Ruiz is a first grade teacher and has been with Crestview Elementary her whole career. I can remember the day when I met Ruby. She worked with the YMCA after school program on our campus and wanted to become one of our campus paraprofessionals. She was an outstanding YMCA coordinator and became an amazing paraprofessional. She then began to work her way toward becoming one of our teachers. She graduated from Tarleton State University, passed all of her assessments, and became an outstanding teacher and, of course, a current teacher leader. Ms. Ruiz is a proud product of Waco ISD, attending Provident Heights Elementary, Tennyson Middle School, and most importantly, graduating from Waco High School. Her students describe her as kind and caring, and her colleagues describe her as hardworking and motivated. I describe Ms. Ruiz as a servant leader, always willing to help others and build upon our campus and district's mission and vision. Ms. Ruiz, this recognition is well-deserved, and we look forward to many more years of you serving the students and families at Crestview Elementary. Remember, the work you do is hard, but the work you do is the most important. Ms. Ruiz, you exhibit all of our Cougar values, and for that, we are very blessed to call you our very own 2022-23 Teacher of the Year. Congratulations.
Dean Highland, Principal Sharina Hubbard.
Okay. Everybody meet Cassandra Murillo, our first grade teacher at Dean Highland Elementary, where she attended school. It's an honor to be able to stand up here and talk about you, Cassandra. When you think of a naturally gifted educator, you think of Cassandra Murillo. Cassandra is the type of educator that just gets it. And by it, I mean the whole child. Ms. Murillo knows that before you can reach a student up here, you have to reach the student right here in the heart. It's not to be assumed that this is an easy feat because most of our students, I lost my spot. Students come to us with an emotional backpack that takes time to unpack. Ms. Murillo does not shy away from the work, and by the work, I mean the whole child. She embraces it and is committed to it. Ms. Murillo serves as a mentor and a coach for educators, both new and seasoned. She is selfless and does what it takes to make sure that everyone is taken care of, including me. Ms. Murillo advocates for the needs of our campus and is actively involved in helping Dean Highland Elementary Dragons succeed academically and socially. If you decide to look up the definition of lead from the heart, I am certain you will find a picture of Ms. Cassandra Murillo.
Hillcrest, Principal Haley Dean.
The secret to Sue's success is fun. Sue's laugh, her sense of humor, and her ability to brighten a room causes her students to love learning. Years after having Miss Garth, her students will tell you they remember that they had fun learning. She lightens the often heavy load we all bear in education with her quick wit and willingness to laugh. With decades of experience under her belt, Miss Garth still approaches each year with excitement and is full of knowledge and experience to share with each group of children who are lucky enough to have her in their class. She is an advocate for her students, a mentor, and a leader among her coworkers, and truly an asset to the community of Hillcrest PDS.
J.H. Hines, Principal Dr. Cynthia Wise.
Good afternoon. It is indeed an honor and a pleasure to be able to present this award to our very own Ms. Doris Berkeley. No child should be left behind. It is the teacher's responsibility to help them reach an informed place that will substantially improve their quality of life. These are the words that guides Ms. Doris A. Berkeley's professional philosophy. It is with this particular philosophy that she is grounded in the belief that teachers have an obligation to transform the minds of students so that they may be able to seize the opportunities available to them. This simple yet powerful philosophy has guided Mrs. Berkeley's career as an educator. She began teaching in 2012 and joined the J.H. Hines' family in 2018 as a second grade teacher. Her joy in cultivating young minds, coupled with the progress her students were making academically, fostered her desire to work with upper grade students. As a fourth grade teacher, Mrs. Berkeley can be seen daily making personal connection with each student at the threshold. As she checks in, she is able to set them up for success as they begin the day. Mrs. Berkeley strives to ensure that her students are making connections to the curriculum and that they can effectively apply their skills and strategies that are taught. Her students' growth and success is a manifestation of her dedication to reaching each student every day through targeted, explicit instruction. Mrs. Berkeley strives daily to inspire her students and meet their needs through a collaborative effort of both desire and creativity. Thank you.
Kendrick, Principal Isabel Lozano.
Dedicated, passionate, reflective, these are all words that describe Robin Zeckman, both as a teacher and as a teacher leader. Mrs. Zeckman is an expert at planning and executing quality instruction that gets results. Her students consistently excel and show growth academically. As an MCL, she has successfully utilized her teaching expertise to coach and support other teachers in improving their practice and meeting their professional goals. Mrs. Zeckman has a record of high growth student learning and leadership competencies, and for these reasons, we're so proud that she is representing Kendrick Elementary as the Teacher of the Year.
Lake Air Montessori, Principal Christy Yorman.
Hi everyone. Kayla Overby has been an outstanding teacher for 5 years, all of which have been at Lake Air Montessori. She has been nominated by her peers because she meets the needs of students' academic and emotional needs and has earned the admiration and respect of both parents and peers. This is my first year at Lake Air Montessori, and I have observed Ms. Overby build positive relationships with everyone, especially those that can be more challenging. Students seem to be uplifted by her because of the love, care, guidance, and support that she gives to each one. It is amazing to walk into her classroom and see all of her first and second graders actively engaged in learning. She builds a strong community in her classroom where all students feel safe, supported, and loved. She displays her love and passion for teaching in all of her actions on and off campus. Ms. Overby puts in the extra work and goes the extra mile to develop engaging lessons and ensure her students find the value of learning to become whatever their dreams lead them. Thank you, Ms. Overby.
Mountain View, Principal Carrie Detlefson.
It is my honor to introduce to you Ms. Jennifer Davidson, a 5-year educator, all at Mountain View Elementary and Waco ISD. She was nominated by her campus peers as Teacher of the Year. Ms. Davidson is a wonderful leader on the campus. She is there to support all staff members beyond her own team and shares expertise with such a positive and competitive spirit. She has excellent classroom management and is respected by her students, parents, and fellow teachers. She consistently gives to Mountain View as a school through her kindness and help. Ms. Davidson is very passionate about her students and sees that every one of them reaches their goals in order to be successful in and out of the school. It is our honor to recognize Ms. Davidson as Teacher of the Year for these reasons and many others. We are proud to have you a part of our Mustang family.
Parkdale, Principal Lena Ortiz.
Vince Lombardi once said, "Leadership is based on a spiritual quality, the power to inspire, the power to inspire others to follow." Every day, 550 students at Parkdale Elementary are inspired by Coach Mario Guevara. One student shared that Coach G cares about all the students at Parkdale. When I asked them, "How do you know?" the student smiled and quickly added, "He's really hardworking and helps us learn new skills. We can't wait to go to PE because he's kind, has a great sense of humor, and is wonderful." Coach Guevara is not just an inspiration to students, but to his coworkers as well. He empowers others by making us smile, laugh, and model a commitment to be the best. He is the type of man who does kind acts in secret, checks on you when your day is heavy, and lightens your load by offering to help. We see you, Coach. We recognize you, and we wish to tell you thank you for all you do from the heart. Coach, today, your biggest cheerleader is watching from above, and I know she's proud of you and your commitment to serving our school community. I am proud to announce Mario Guevara as the 22-23 Teacher of the Year for Parkdale Elementary. Thank you for making Parkdale the place to be.
Provident Heights, Principal Courtney Whitaker.
Provident Heights Elementary is proud to introduce Kathy Montemayor as our Outstanding Teacher of the Year. Ms. Montemayor has been teaching for 5 years, all at Provident Heights. Before becoming a teacher, she served as an instructional aide for 2 years. She graduated from Baylor University with a degree in education. Ms. Montemayor is a passionate and dedicated educator who sets high expectations for each of her students. Her classroom culture provides a nurturing environment where everything experienced is an opportunity for growth. Ms. Montemayor helps with many duties around the school. Most notably, she is the 4th and 5th grade math team leader and the Teacher Incentive Allotment Campus Representative. One of her students said, "I love Ms. Montemayor because she makes us think and teaches us new things." Another student said, "Ms. Montemayor helps us understand math in a new way, and in the process, she adds in a few jokes." She strives to create a classroom community with strong connections and an excitement for learning. We are proud at Provident Heights Elementary to honor Ms. Montemayor as our 2020-2023 Outstanding Teacher of the Year.
South Waco, Assistant Principal Crystal Collier.
It is with great pleasure that I stand here today and speak about a remarkable teacher who has made a profound impact on her students and the entire Spartan community. It is my honor to introduce Rebecca Wakefield, South Waco Elementary's Teacher of the Year. Miss Wakefield was nominated by her peers because of her commitment to her Spartans. Her dedication to her students and her profession is truly inspiring. She goes above and beyond to ensure that each child feels valued and supported in their learning journey. Her enthusiasm and creativity sparks a love for learning in her students that will stay with them for years to come. But Miss Wakefield's impact extends beyond her classroom walls. She is a true team player who is always willing to lend a hand and share knowledge and expertise with her fellow teachers. Her collaborative spirit and help to her entire school's community has earned her the respect of her administration and colleagues. Ms. Wakefield, you are an inspiration to us all. On the behalf of our entire school community, I congratulate you as this well-deserved recognition of Teacher of the Year. Thank you for all your dedication to our students and your profession. You make us proud.
Let's give one big round of applause for our elementary Teachers of the Year. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to get done, I'm sorry. West Avenue, Principal Bonnie Trammell.
Ms. Hartfield, a veteran teacher, phenomenal leader, and a West Avenue Eagle at heart, has taught, led, and served the students, community, and staff on our campus for the entirety of her 19-year career in many capacities, including as a teacher, instructional specialist, 504 coordinator, GT coordinator, and parent involvement liaison. Her innate ability to build and sustain meaningful and long-lasting relationships while also pushing those she serves and serves beside to be better than they were the day before is like no other. To call her an inspiration does not honor her at the level her tenure, knowledge, and humility deserves, but indeed, she is an inspiration to all she crosses paths with. Ms. Hartfield's natural inclination for leading with character, humble disposition for leading from the heart, and steadfast ability to lead for results is remarkable. West Avenue has been blessed to have her on our team, and as the incoming principal this year, I can confidently say the success we've enjoyed this year is in large part the result of her commitment and dedication to pursuing excellence. Thank you for the work you do, Ms. Hartfield. Thank you for the person you are, and congratulations on receiving this honor.
It's not a party till somebody messes up, so apologize. Now, let's give one big round of applause for our elementary Teachers of the Year. Ready to celebrate our secondary.
A great teacher is someone that just is there for the kids and just listens and understands that people go through things.
Something that makes a great teacher is giving their students freedom.
Somebody that cares for their students. Not just about like what the school tells you, but someone who actually is able to help you in their own way, which works for anyone. Them just being able to be creative.
And not only listen to them, but to kind of put yourself in their shoes. Like if they're having a bad day, you kind of listen to their emotions, and if they need to take a break, you let them take a break, but you also understand their needs when it comes to learning as well.
Sometimes you forget they're even your teachers. They're just like your friends.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
For supporting me.
For not giving up on me.
Giving me confidence.
For believing in me.
For making learning fun.
Thank you for teaching me mathematics.
Thank you for teaching me chemistry.
Science.
Spanish.
Writing.
History.
Thank you for being extremely patient, and thank you for showing me that there's still good in the world.
GL Wiley Opportunity Center, Principal John Weeks.
Ms. Wilson serves our high school students in the top lab and does a great job every single day meeting the needs of all of her students. Her coworkers use the following words to describe Ms. Wilson: amazing, consistent, trusting, empathetic, loving, caring, phenomenal, patient, nurturing, organized, thorough, even-keeled temperament, flexible, and a team player. GL Wiley is a better place because of Ms. Wilson. Thank you, Ms. Wilson, for everything you do for our students, staff, and family at GL Wiley.
Cesar Chavez, Principal Dr. Dorothy Gomez.
Crystal Mendez is a product of Waco ISD with 4 years of experience teaching math. Mrs. Mendez states, "I am here today teaching mathematics because I was once on the other side of the table. I had 2 amazing math teachers that cultivated my love for math. Therefore, it is my desire to help students develop a passion for learning and perhaps becoming teachers themselves." Her students say, "Mrs. Mendez is a good listener and helpful. She is always there when we need her." Mrs. Mendez has implemented the annual Hispanic Festival on our campus, which the community engages in yearly. We are excited to honor Crystal Mendez as Cesar Chavez Middle School's 2023 Teacher of the Year because of her passion and dedication to our students. Thank you, Ms. Mendez. Congratulations.
G.W. Carver, Principal Reggie Lewis.
This is Ms. Jessica Rossinger. Ms. Rossinger is a dependable and driven math teacher who inspires and supports her students in their academic goals and on a daily basis. She is also a campus teacher leader who allows teachers to observe an instructional technique to improve on their own instructions. She leads by example, always pushing herself and her peers to become better and committing to additional opportunities to support student learning and growth. She embraces the challenge that faces our 8th grade students and has always pushed them to become better students. Her ability to communicate with each student and her talent to make even more challenging lessons understandable is superior. Her instructional talent is reflected in her students' scores. Congratulations. She is an exceptional leader on campus, always finding innovative ways to improve our school culture and activities and participate in students' campus committees. Ms. Rossinger is an exemplary teacher and leader, and it is a privilege to have Ms. Rossinger as G.W. Carver Outstanding Teacher of the Year.
Indian Springs, Principal Reggie.
First of all, we were in a unique situation, and it's been a pleasure. Ms. Vasquez and Ms. Rossinger has made it easy. Ms. Vasquez is invaluable. She's very invaluable on the campus as a 6th grade reading teacher. Students, faculty, and staff thoroughly enjoy having her on the campus. Ms. Vasquez is able to differentiate for her diverse learners while maintaining a high expectation for all of her students. Her passion for serving students and their families is contagious. She is always willing to go above and beyond to ensure the success of our campus by assisting with academic initiatives and as well as behavioral management. She takes on challenges with positive and enthusiasm. As a former Waco ISD student, her dedication penetrates deeply into our community. She is innovative, caring, dependable, hardworking, and resourceful. She is a campus teacher, leader, which allows teachers to observe her instructional techniques to improve their own instruction, to provide feedback and assistance to teachers' peers on a consistent basis. It is an honor and a privilege to have her as, I forget which school, Indian Springs, Outstanding Teacher of the Year.
Tennyson Principal Bradford McMillan.
Ms. Prather is a 7th grade pre-advanced science teacher in the Atlas Academy at Tennyson Middle School and a 3-time nominee for the nation's highest honors for teachers of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, the Presidential Award for Excellence in Mathematics and Science Teaching, PAEMST. She is also a recipient of the 2023 Teacher Incentive Allotment. This year, Ms. Prather is also teaching a section of scientific research to 7th and 8th grade students in the Atlas Academy so that they may deepen their knowledge and understanding of the engineering design process and actively engage in the student-directed scientific discovery. At the start of the 4th marking period this year, Ms. Prather was asked to teach one section of 8th grade social studies to the Tennyson Middle School students from February until the end of the school year, which included all teaching responsibilities. In addition to the classes that she teaches, Ms. Prather has been an active sponsor of the TMS Atlas Academy team for the U.S. Department of Energy Science Bowl, the Nature's Classroom Institute trip, the STEM Club, and the Garden Club. Ms. Prather is also a master gardener and has written and received $100,000 worth of grants during her tenure at Tennyson Middle School. We are excited to honor her as the Teacher of the Year for Tennyson Middle School for these reasons and many more.
Brazos High School, Principal Daphne Latcherson.
Okay. Dr. Brian Neese has taught in Waco ISD for 6 years, and all of them have been as a knight at Brazos High School. He has the keen ability to meet the needs of various types of learners by being personable in his approach to intervention. His students are motivated to work under his direction because they trust him as their teacher, and they know deep down that he truly cares about their progress in his classroom. Dr. Neese is always willing to tell stories about social studies courses through his wise outlook on topics, as well as personal experiences in order to simplify the content for his students to understand. We are so elated that Dr. Brian Neese represents Brazos High School as our Teacher of the Year.
University High School Principal Alonzo McAdoo.
All right. I am honored to stand here before you today to recognize an exceptional member of our faculty, Mr. Ronald Fox. It is with great pleasure that I announce Mr. Fox that has been awarded our Teacher of the Year for University High School. Mr. Fox has been an integral part of our school community for many years. His passion for teaching and his dedication to his students is evident in everything he does. His tireless efforts to engage students and to create a positive learning environment has not gone unnoticed. Mr. Fox has consistently demonstrated his commitment to excellence in teaching. His ability to connect with his students and inspire them to achieve their full potential is truly remarkable. His innovative teaching methods and the use of technology has developed and helped create an engaging classroom for all of his students. And I am proud to have Mr. Fox be a part of the UHS family. Thank you, Mr. Fox.
Waco High School Principal Sterling Magruder.
James Settles is a veteran teacher who has been in education for over 23 years, serving the last 6 years with Waco High School as a math teacher specializing in struggling students who are behind grade level. He graduated college from West Texas A&M with a Bachelor in Science in Sports and Exercise Science with a minor in mathematics. He attributes his success with struggling students as not being a math teacher, but due to his high level of math, which helps him understand the challenges of students facing by breaking the concept down to all levels. He has received numerous awards in teaching, such as the 2005, 2006 Site Teacher of the Year and Masonic Teacher of Today, and the Sandot Pacesetters Award in Oklahoma. While at Waco High School, he has been named Superstar Teacher of the Month twice. He has coached basketball, volleyball, and soccer in Oklahoma, Boomer Sooner. Still now, he has coached to our algebra students and UIL award numbers, cents, and calculator. And last but certainly not least, a coach and a mentor to other math teachers. Mr. Settles holds his family, students, and values close to his heart, and it makes his goals to make his students feel safe, supported, and loved. We are excited to honor Mr. Settles, a Teacher of the Year, for these reasons and many more. James Settles.
Okay. Let me see if I can get up there. Guaca, Dean, Matt Rambo.
I am honored to speak to you about Jocelyn West, a great example of what is possible as a product of Waco ISD. She comes from a strong legacy of talented Waco ISD teachers, and this legacy is the reason that Jocelyn is so committed to the work educating our community's youth. She understands this commitment extends to supporting her colleagues to ensure students have the opportunity to learn from the most talented teachers. In doing so, she not only creates a high expectation for her own instructional practices, but also for the rest of us. Beyond her commitment to teachers and students is Jocelyn's commitment to her community. She is the first to plan service-based learning through community health fairs and establishing clinical experiences for her community health worker students. Beyond Waco ISD, she is constantly active in her church and volunteers regularly feeding the homeless and supporting the March of Dimes. Perhaps the most important yet intangible quality is her ability to bring joy into the room regardless of the task. She is not only the kind of teacher that helps students, but she also helps her colleagues and even myself as her supervisor to recall our why. Her infectious passion for students provides us with the opportunity to remember why we do what we do and to put our connections with students and each other at the forefront of all our efforts. Working with Jocelyn is the experience that reminds you teaching is truly an art and a work that comes from deep within the heart. Thank you, Jocelyn, for sharing your passion and relentless pursuit of student success with us. It is with deep appreciation and admiration that we congratulate you as our Greater Waco Advanced Healthcare Academy Teacher of the Year.
Guama, Dean Dr. Dale McCall.
This is so nice. I've been told since I was last just to take my time. Mrs. Zonia Zuniga has worked in education for over 8 years and is presently a teacher in the science in the Greater Waco Advanced Manufacturing Academy. Ms. Zuniga was nominated as the Teacher of the Year for the Guama campus by her peers, her fellow co-workers, and because of her persistent dedication to all of her Guama students. The first thing I notice when I go into Zonia's classroom, besides the fact that it's neat and organized, is the poster in the front of the bulletin board that reads, "You are loved." Those 3 words sum up why for Zonia Zuniga. All of her dedication and hard work for her students is driven by her love for them and her love for learning and their love for learning. The best class, best learning, and the best days brought to her students, all because of her love for each of them. Guama is excited and proud to present Mrs. Zonia Zuniga as the Teacher of the Year for her campus. Thank you, Zonia.
One big round of applause for the secondary Teachers of the Year. Congratulations to all of you for your outstanding work and dedication to children and to Waco ISD. We are certainly blessed that you've chosen Waco ISD as your educational home. It is time for us to announce the District Elementary Teacher of the Year.
An outstanding teacher is someone who helps other kids. Well, she'll make jokes and stuff. Like if one time someone knocked on the door, she said, "Fee, fi, fo, fum, who's coming in my classroom?" She helps us do all our strategies, and then she helps me work on my math and all that. A great teacher is someone like Ms. Ekman because she helps us whenever the work is hard. Thank you for helping me pass my STAR test. Well, if we don't know something, she'll explain it again and to where we do know it. Because if she wouldn't be helping us, then she wouldn't really care if we would pass or not. She makes learning really easy. Congratulations. Congratulations, you're amazing. Congratulations. Congratulations!
Congratulations, Robin Zeckman. Please come to the front. Come on up, Miss Zeckman. You get another award and you get to say a few words.
After that, so congratulations. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You want me to hold it while you talk?
Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm honored to be selected out of so many outstanding teachers in the room. I'm also honored to be selected from my campus as their representative because I work at an amazing campus. Ms. Lozano, thank you so much for your leadership and accessibility this year, especially as I've navigated the waters of an MCL. As I look around, I see so many district people and friends and colleagues that I've encountered throughout the years and that have helped me this year. I just want to say thank you. Dr. Kincannon, thank you so much for your vision, your academic vision, and the investment in literacy this year. My classroom has been a direct beneficiary, and I'm very grateful. I'm honored. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. And now, our secondary district teacher of the year.
He's an amazing teacher, and he's one of the best I've had.
You've done a really good job teaching us, and I wouldn't have learned anything this year or passed the STAR test if it wasn't for you, so just good job.
Coach Settles, you're an amazing teacher. I just feel like you keep doing what you're doing.
Congratulations, Coach Settles. You mean a lot to me, and you have helped me a lot throughout this year, and I appreciate you.
Coach Settles, I just want to congratulate you for so much you've done for us, for the rest, and your hard work paid off. Just want to let you know thank you. I appreciate it.
Congratulations, Ms. Settles. You've been a good teacher. You teach really good. I like your energy, your positive vibes.
Congratulations, Mr. Settles. You've done very well on being Teacher of the Year. I congratulate you very much. I try to bring you a prize. Maybe I'll try to bring you a prize. But you've done very great. I'm very proud of you.
Mr. James Settles, Secondary District Teacher of the Year.
Oh, thank you very much. First off, I always got to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because every day in that classroom, when you're getting to work with kids and you see them open up to you, you know that's God working in the classroom. So I always got to thank Him first. Thank you to my wife for being so supportive, because lots of nights spent at home working, and she she lets me do it. I've really got to thank first off April Robertson for stalking me and getting me to come to Waco High, and John Weeks for hiring me, and thank you for Magruder and Kincannon and just all the support that we get. So thank you very much.
Thank you again to our wonderful principals for sharing those beautiful narratives about each of our outstanding teachers. Without your leadership, much of the work that goes on in Waco ISD would not be possible. So thank you from all of us for the work that you do at your schools. Dr. Kincannon, board members, and the Waco ISD community, I present to you the 2022-23 Waco ISD Outstanding Teachers of the Year, as well as our District Outstanding Teachers of the Year.